afternoon, and welcome back to the final team review for 2022. Um, Look, I've been fiddling with it since the last video every day, as I'm sure we all have. I'm mostly settled on this pick, unless, obviously rookies and, even primos, whatever, they don't get selected, and we'll swap them out, and I'll do that. But what I've got now, I'm pretty settled with. I'm going to hold it. So yeah, we'll get into it. D1 is Jack Crisp. You're going to get 22 games. He's playing mid-time. He's got Brody Grundy jamming it down his throat. I mean, what more do you want, really? I think he's just a lock, absolute lock. Had him from the start, as the name of the channel suggests. Huge fan. Yeah, I think he has potential to be D1, especially with like so many question marks over like people that are above him and even like some below him. I think he's just a solid pick. Like, there's no huge downside that I can see, and that, yeah, I think you just lock him in. Next up, we have Jordan Ridley. Look, I'm not sold on Ridley. I need to see Jake Kelly on that team sheet. I think they play Saturday. Could be wrong, but when they do play, I've got to see Jake Kelly. If he's not there, I'm actually not going to go Ridley. I think he needs him. I prefer accumulators than interceptors, pure interceptors. But I think the value is there, but just not as much as with Kelly out. As you probably saw in, like, I think it was the first practice match, he was like quiet as for like half the game, and then he sort of sprung up. Can't be really having that as a premium defender, in my opinion. So if Kelly's not named and Dawson is, I'll actually send it and go Dawson. He's only in 3% of teams. It was calf tightness. Maybe, like, I probably could send it if you got the balls to do it, but yeah, look, at this stage, I'll go Ridley. Next up, we got Jaden Short, Mr. Pre-season himself. He just did everything right, everything that you'd ever want. He did it, and no Hooley this season. So I'm hoping that average increases by at least 5%, or he gets to about 105 at the absolute worst. Yeah, they just look for him. He just gets it and he kicks it. 20 plus kicks a game, I expect him to get. There's no real excuse now, I don't think. Next up, we have Whitfield. Look, Whitfield, I'm fully expecting to trade him out with some sort of random injury, like, I don't even know, just something completely random. So I think with the Whitfield pick, you've got to be fully expecting to trade him out at some point. But the value is 100% there, and he will make money when he does play. So just lock him in. Next up, we got George Hewitt. He will also make money, hopefully a stack of cash. I don't think he'll become keeper. I think you'll probably trade him out when his buy comes around. Walsh is apparently coming back earlier as well. I don't know how much that hurts Hewitt. Hopefully not much, but he's going to make cash no matter, like, as long as he plays, he makes cash. It's just straight up what will happen. So yeah, look, you don't have to pick him, but if you're not going to pick Hewitt, I'd probably suggest getting a premium, like an actual Uber premium. But yeah, if you can't afford it, like myself, Hewitt D5, I think it's a solid pick. Next up, a little bit different, Mr. Bowie. Jake Bowie from the D's. Now, why have I gone him at D6 over Heath Chapman? I was having a look. Chapman's like just an all-round great player, but unfortunately that's not what we want for Supercoach. I can definitely see him becoming like a lockdown defender. Like, there might be a day where he becomes just straight up intercept and drops a 110, 120 on us. But I can definitely see him drop on like a 40, 50. Whereas Bowie, he's sort of got one role. Like, he's not going to be on lockdown duties. He's run and carry off halfback. So I think it's a bit more safer. I think he scored something like 80 or 90 or something in the Amy series, which, that's pretty good. I like that. I rate that. What else? Yeah, I think a couple of Melbourne defenders or something went down or something. So a little bit more job security if that was a worry. Hopefully, yeah. I reckon Bobby gets to just over 400k. I don't think he makes the full 150, but I think if he just continues as what he did in the Amy series, he's going to make minimum 100, 130, I think. So I'm choosing him over Chapman. And on the bench, I've got Paddy Carton and Deconning. So I don't have Hinge. People are bringing Hinge in now that he is training. I'm not going to bring in a dude with one arm. It's not happening. No way. I mean, yeah, AC joint. Like, if you want to do it, I'm not going to tell you otherwise. Just, yeah, good luck. Like, he will score better than I think Gibcus. Gibcus lockdown key back. I don't think Gibcus will score make you 150k. Just not going to happen, I don't think. And then Josh Sin, if he gets named, I'll figure something out. I'll probably find a way to get him in over maybe DeConning. But we'll see. Well, yeah, we'll just see what happens at this stage. So midfielders, we've got the same as before. McRae, Took, Neil. So I've got those three. They're pretty self-explanatory. I'm going Took over Steele. I believe that Took has upside with an actual ruckman now and Wits, and more support with Rao and Anderson. I think he goes better. I legitimately think he goes 200 against West Coast this week. There's no real excuse that I can see that says otherwise. You can even argue our Rao, which I have actually dropped. I'll get in Berry. I had to drop Rao. It just wasn't working with what I wanted to do, structure-wise. So I had to cut Rao. Look, if you've got him, I think it'll be a fine choice. But he needs to average 105 or 110 or something for him to make that cash and to be a luxury trade off come around whatever 12, 13 their buys. So I chose Berry. I think it's cheaper. He's going to be playing on a wing, but I think you can get 60 to 85. I think most weeks that's what I'm hoping more so towards 85. But yeah, I've locked in Berry over Rao at this stage. And for rookies, I've got Horn Francis, Nick Dacos, Josh Ward, and Dylan Stevens on the field. Horn Francis, Dacos, Ward, they all speak for themselves. Stevens, I think he played. I think he dropped like a 70 or something. I'm more than happy to field him in the Swans team. I like the look of him. Wasn't bad. On the bench, we have the other Stevens. If he gets a game, hopefully he does. He played alright. Connor Mack, a straight bench option. I wouldn't field him personally. I think it'll probably be like a slow burn, but I think he gets a 200 maybe at the very least. And I think it's pronounced Hoff. Brady Hoff. I'm not sure if he was named to play already. I know one of the West Coast boys did, but don't know if it was him or not. But just stick him on the bench. I think he'll be fine on there. I think they probably play for like 5 weeks, maybe 6. Like if he plays well, he'll keep his spot because West Coast they got no one, barely anyone playing. So yeah, I just got him on the bench. Next up, Rucks, Set and Forget, Gorn and Grundy. No need to explain more. Look, you can go Sean Darcy. I'm not. Mega pass. He'll probably score 140. Like he did, as it says here, he had 8 touches and have 20 hit outs. I don't know how many of those are to advantage, but in an actual game against a non-depleted West Coast team, I don't know how well he goes because he did not look good at all running around. So if he's relying on hit out to advantage, what's he going to do when he comes up against, a half decent team? Score 70, 80 or something, maybe. So I think it's just safer, I think, overall. And Hayes, I think, like moments before I started making this video, he was announced that he was going to be playing round 1. So got to playing R3. That's what we want. Now on the forward line we have Josh Dunkley. Also self-explanatory. He's going to average 110, I think, at the worst. It's absolute luck. Next we have Zach Butters. Also going to be playing midfield, a lock. When him over Heaney. I think whoever had Heaney before the Amy series had PTSD. Yeah, that wasn't great. I only managed to watch like a quarter and a bit of that game, and yeah, I think he spent like 99% of it in the forward line, so I wouldn't be on him. Now, next up, a bit of mid prices. I'm going in Jay Gresham. I like the look of him in the Amy series. His score was like 82 or something, but he had 3 free kicks against, which isn't great. So his score would have actually been higher than that, but I actually like the look of him. I've heard no news whatsoever about him. Nothing from track watchers about any tapings or whatever post Amy. So 299k. I'll happily cop that. I think with a little bit more certainty of his role and job security and whatnot. I'll explain a few other selections shortly. But next I have Cogs. Lock. Just lock him in. Got Cherry or Zeri, whatever you want to pronounce it. If he's playing, he's getting ruck time, and I'll 100% lock him in. If he's not named, I'll figure something out. I'll get him to someone else. But yeah, after the Amy series, I can't see how he's not named. Next up, we got Rochelle. I think, he's an on-field option. I think he won't be kicking 3 goals each week, but like he'll move up the ground, do this, that, and the other. I think I think he's good for about 70. Now I don't have McGovern. Reason being is Doherty's back. He's been confirmed to be playing round 1. I don't know what that's going to do to McGovern, so I think it's best just to pass on him for now. Will Brody, I don't know what Fife's going to do to him. If you want to pick Will Brody, I mean, he's put in 2 really good performances. It's just, role, job security is just, it's less uncertain. Less certain than, say, a Gresham or maybe a Zeri. I'm sure there's one more I'm missing. Yeah, I can't remember. But yeah, I think just, Gresham and Cherry, if they're named, I think you just have to lock them in. And on the bench, I have Mr. Durden, Corey Durden. If he's named, fantastic. If not, I can downgrade him to whoever, really. He's going to be playing forward. Yeah, okay. I think he kicked a few goals before he got a calf knock or something. But yeah, look, if he's named, you start him. I've heard nothing bad since that says he's not going to play. And last here, I got Nick Martin. I think he just plays. It's either him or Baldwin, I think it is. Like whoever gets named or who isn't named or whatever, I'll just go with them. If Durden's not named, I'll have 2 Essendon players on the bench. Yeah, whatever works really. So I've got 22k left. Look, I like the team. I'm mucking around with it. I think it's... Look, I don't have Rao. I don't have Steele. But I think with the added security that I've got paying up for, say, a Bowie and a Gresham, I'm hoping that sort of counteracts that instead of playing like a rookie, like an injured Hinge, or, like Gibbs. Yeah, I think it's probably the way to go, or at least the way that I'm going. So, look, I'm looking forward to round 1. Starts tomorrow. Hopefully, I don't change it too much. Premiums should be the same. Rookies, yeah, it's just a watch. So, good luck to everyone. Yeah, if you got any questions or whatever, more than happy to attempt to answer them. But other than that, yeah, have a good one. See you in the next one.